Hello everyone, welcome to kitch&more. We are now in week 4 of English 7 quarter 4 in the Matatag curriculum, and this week you will be learning about the steps in perfecting your problem solution essay, and that is revising and editing. Here are our learning objectives. First, identify the difference between revising and editing. Second, apply effective revising techniques to improve clarity and coherence. Third, use editing strategies to correct grammar, word choice, and writing mechanics. To start with, let us do the following activity. Read the following paragraph containing multiple errors and unclear ideas. Identify and correct the mistakes. So here is the paragraph. The environment are facing many problems such as pollution and deforestation. People throws trash anywhere and trees is being cut down without replacement. If we do not take actions, our planet will suffer greatly. We should all take responsibilities for protecting nature, like planting more trees and avoid using plastics. In conclusion, saving the environment is very important for future generations. So let's talk about that paragraph. What were the most common issues you found? Let's tackle them one by one. Let's start with the subject-verb agreement error. What's wrong with this paragraph? As you can see, our subject does not agree with its verb. Just like here, the environment are facing many problems. Environment is singular, but it is paired with a plural verb which is are. We know that in the rule of the subject-verb agreement, when the subject is singular, we use the singular form of the verb. So what is the singular form for the verb are? That's right, it should be is. So we say, the environment is facing many problems. How about in this example? People throws trash anywhere. People is plural, right? But here the verb is singular, which is throws. We know that if a verb has an S, it is a singular. So what are we going to do to make it correct? So people is plural, then we make throws plural. And what is plural for throws? That's right, that is throw. So we say people throw trash anywhere. Here is another error with the subject-verb agreement. Trees is plural, but it is paired with a verb that is singular. So what should be the correct verb? That's right, it should be are, because are is plural and trees is plural. So there is a subject-verb agreement now. And now let's proceed to the next mistake or error, and that is in the incorrect verb forms. Look at this. And trees is being cut down without replacement. As you can see, let's focus first here in the incorrect verb form. And here it is being cutted. It is incorrect because cutted is not a proper past participle of cut. What should be the correct past participle? That is cut. And why is that? Because cut is an irregular verb. And remember, its base form, past tense, and past participle are all cut. Regular verbs add ed in the past participle, just like, for example, paint. It will become painted. But cut does not follow this pattern because it is an irregular verb. So that's why the correct answer is being cut. Next, let's proceed to another mistake. It is on the spelling mistake. Here you can see that the word replacement is misspelled. So we have replacement, in which instead of C, what follows A is S, and that is not the correct spelling for replacement. We have, for replacement, we say replacement. Let's have the fourth mistake, which is the incorrect use of apostrophes. What do you observe in this example? Like planting more trees. Here, the word trees is incorrect because it is in a possessive form. The correct form is trees, which is plural, as you are referring to more than one tree. The correct phrase is like planting more trees. Let's now proceed to the next mistake, which is the last one, the incorrect pluralization. Here the example is, we should all take responsibilities for protecting nature. What's wrong with this example? So here, the word responsibilities is incorrect because the plural form of responsibility is responsibilities with es at the end of the word. In English, most nouns form their plural by adding es when the word ends in y, preceded by a consonant, so just like responsibility. So, the correct sentence should be, we should all take responsibilities for protecting nature. The next question that we will answer based on the paragraph is, how did your corrections improve the paragraph? So here are our answers to that. The revised paragraph becomes clearer, more professional, and easier to understand. And the grammar and spelling errors are corrected, making it more readable. Then the third question is, why is it important to revise and edit before publishing? So our answers to that are, first, it ensures that ideas are well organized and sentences are grammatically correct. Second, it improves the credibility and effectiveness of the message. And third, it makes the text more engaging and professional for readers. Let us now proceed to the discussion of what revising is. So what is revising? Here, revising is the process of improving the content and organization of your essay. It includes adding or removing ideas, reorganizing sentences, and of course, ensuring clarity. It allows the author to refine their message for the audience. How are we going to revise? We have to follow these steps. First, step 1. Review the topic and thesis statement. Ensure that the topic aligns with the writing prompt or objective. Check if the thesis statement clearly presents the idea or the central idea of the essay. Ask yourself, does the essay stay focused on the main argument or does it go off track? If needed, refine the thesis to make it more specific and impactful. The second step is to check the sequence of ideas. Examine the organization of paragraphs and sentences. You have to use logical transitions between ideas to guide the reader smoothly from one point to another. Ask yourself, do the ideas follow a clear and logical order? Does each paragraph support the thesis effectively? Then, rearrange or rewrite sections to improve coherence and flow. Step 3. Assess word choice and clarity. Look for vague, redundant, or unclear words and replace them with precise language. Ensure the tone and style match the intended audience and purpose. Ask yourself, are the words engaging and effective? Could certain words or phrases be replaced for a stronger impact? Avoid overly complex or informal language that might confuse the reader. Lastly, the step 4. Remove unnecessary information. In revising, you have to identify sentences or details that do not contribute to the main idea. Eliminate repetitive statements and irrelevant examples. Then ask yourself, does every sentence serve a purpose in supporting the argument? Keep the writing concise and focused to maintain clarity. Okay, let's try this. Read the paragraph and identify issues such as an unclear thesis, poor organization, wordiness, or redundancy. Suggest appropriate improvements. Be guided by the following questions. So here are the questions that will guide you as you go on with the task. First, does the paragraph have a clear and strong thesis statement? Second, are the ideas well organized and logically sequenced? Third, is the word choice precise and engaging? Fourth, are there vague, redundant, and unnecessary details? Alright, let's go on with the paragraph. So here is the original paragraph with issues. Climate change is bad for the planet. It makes weather worse, like storms and heat. Also, animals lose their homes because of it. We should care about climate change because it's important. If we don't do anything, it will get worse. Some people think it's not real, but scientists say it is. Climate change is happening everywhere, and we need to stop it before it's too late. Based on this paragraph, what are the issues that we're able to identify, and what are our suggestions for improvement? Okay, so we have here the first one, unclear thesis statement. This paragraph does not have a clear thesis statement. The issue here is this thesis statement, climate change is bad for the planet, is vague and does not clearly present the main argument or purpose of the paragraph. So, what improvement can we make for this? We have to make the thesis statement more specific and focused. So, if we try to revise it, it will be like this. Climate change poses serious threats to the environment, leading to extreme weather conditions, habitat loss, and long-term consequences for life on Earth. The second issue that we're able to identify is the poor organization and logical flow. And here is the issue. The paragraph jumps between ideas without a clear structure. For example, the mention of "some people think it is not real" appears randomly in the middle. So, the improvement is that we organize ideas logically. First, we introduce the issue, and that is climate change and its impact. Second, we provide specific examples of effects. Third, we address opposing viewpoints if necessary. And then, we conclude with a strong call to action. The next thing that we observe with that original paragraph is the wordiness and redundancy. The issue here is that some phrases are vague or repetitive, such as climate change is happening everywhere and we need to stop it before it's too late. So how do we improve that? We use concise language while maintaining clarity. For example, for the revised version, we say climate change is a global crisis that requires urgent action to prevent further environmental damage. The last issue here is imprecise and weak word choice. So, the issue is phrases like "it makes weather worse" and "we should care about climate change because it's important" lack specificity. So, how are we going to improve it? We have to replace with precise and impactful wording. So here is the revised version of that. Climate change intensifies natural disasters such as hurricanes, droughts, and wildfires, putting communities at risk. After we have identified the mistakes or the issues in the paragraph, and after we have suggested improvements, here now comes the revised version of that paragraph. Okay, so let me read this to you. Climate change poses serious threats to the environment, leading to extreme weather conditions, habitat loss, and long-term consequences for life on Earth. Rising global temperatures have caused stronger storms, prolonged droughts, and more intense heat waves. Additionally, deforestation and melting ice caps contribute to habitat destruction, endangering wildlife. Despite scientific evidence, some people deny climate change, but experts warn that immediate action is necessary. By reducing carbon emissions, conserving natural resources, and supporting sustainable practices, we can help mitigate its effects and protect our planet for future generations. So this version presents a clear thesis, follows a logical sequence, eliminates redundancy, and uses stronger, more precise language. Now let's tackle the difference between revising and editing. Revising and editing are essential steps in the writing process, each serving a distinct purpose. Revising focuses on improving the content and organization of a piece by adding, removing, or reorganizing ideas to enhance clarity and coherence. This step ensures that the essay flows logically and effectively communicates its message. For example, revising may involve changing the thesis statement to create a stronger focus. On the other hand, editing is concerned with correcting grammar, punctuation, spelling, and other language mechanics to ensure readability and correctness. This step refines the writing by fixing errors such as run-on sentences and improving word choice. Both revising and editing are crucial for producing a polished and well-structured essay. So this time, let's focus on what is editing. Editing is the process of improving the grammar, punctuation, spelling, and word choice of an essay. It ensures that the writing is polished and free of technical errors. So, how are we going to edit? What are the steps that we need to follow? First one, check grammar and sentence structure. Review each sentence to ensure it is grammatically correct and properly structured. Look for common errors such as subject-verb agreement issues, sentence fragments, and run-on sentences. Ask yourself, are all sentences correct or complete? Do they follow proper sentence structure? So you're going to adjust the wording and sentence flow as much as needed. Step 2, you have to correct spelling and punctuation errors. You have to identify and fix any spelling mistakes, misplaced commas, missing apostrophes, or incorrect punctuation marks. Typos and grammatical errors can affect the clarity and credibility of the text. Ask yourself, are all words spelled correctly? Is punctuation used properly to enhance meaning? Then step 3, improve word choice and tone. Ensure that words are precise, varied, and appropriate for the intended audience. Avoid vague or repetitive language. Adjust tone to fit the purpose, whether it's formal, persuasive, or informative. Ask yourself, are the words engaging and specific? Does the tone match the purpose of the writing? Then the last step is format correctly. Check that the document follows proper formatting guidelines, including spacing, font consistency, margins, and citation style. Then, proper formatting improves readability and ensures adherence to academic or professional standards. Ask yourself, is the document visually organized? Are citations formatted correctly? So these are the questions that you have to ask when it comes to the step 4 on formatting correctly your editing of your essay. This time, let's do this task. Read the following passage and identify the errors in grammar, punctuation, word choice, and sentence structure. Rewrite the passage with the appropriate corrections. Be guided by the following questions. First, are there any grammatical or sentence structures issues? Are punctuation and spelling correct? Is the word choice clear and precise? Are there any redundant or unclear ideas? Many people, they don't recycle because they think it takes too much time. This is a big problem because trash piles up and hurts the environment. If everyone recycled more, there would be less waste. Schools should teaching students about recycling so they understand why it's important. People should also stop throw trash anywhere because it makes pollution. Clearly, that paragraph or passage really has lots of errors, mistakes in it that we really need to improve. So, here is our revised version, and let's tackle the revisions made later. Many people do not recycle because they think it takes too much time. This is a major problem since accumulated trash harms the environment. If everyone recycled more, there would be less waste. Schools should teach students about the importance of recycling so they understand its benefits. Additionally, people should properly dispose of their trash to reduce pollution. So, what are the revisions and edits that we made in this particular paragraph? So, first we have grammar and sentence structures. Here are the mistakes or issues or errors that we found, and we changed them to make them correct. So, first, in number 1, many people, they don't recycle. So, instead of saying that or writing that, we changed it to many people do not recycle. So we remove unnecessary word, which is they. Second, it takes too much time. So how did we correct it? It's like this. It takes too much time. So we just observe the correct subject-verb agreement. So our subject, it, should carry the singular form of the verb takes. Then, third one, if everyone recycle more, it becomes if everyone recycled more. So we are just using the correct verb tense for recycle, which is recycled. Then number 4, schools should teaching students. We changed it to schools should teach students because we were using the incorrect verb form here. Instead of teach, we used teaching. And remember, we do not use verbs with ing after a modal verb. So should is a modal verb, and then we just say teach instead of teaching. We do not use ing form of the verb after every modal. And then number 5, people should also stop throw trash anywhere. We changed or fixed that to people should properly dispose of their trash. So we just improved the clarity and the use of verb. Then lastly, it make pollution. So how did we correct that? It becomes it causes pollution. Then second one, punctuation and spelling. No major spelling mistakes actually were found, but the punctuation was adjusted for clarity. And then the third one is word choice and clarity. So say for example, this is a big problem because trash piles up and it hurts the environment is changed for the better to this one. This is a major problem since accumulated trash harms the environment. So it's becoming more precise and formal. Then second, stop throw trash anywhere. This is revised to properly dispose of their trash because it is more accurate and professional phrasing. Then lastly, we made revisions with the redundancy and unclear ideas. It make pollution is an example to that, and that is very vague. So it was revised to it causes pollution for clarity. So all these revisions improve the passage's readability, coherence, and correctness while maintaining the original meaning. Let us now move on to publishing your work. So after revising and editing, your problem solution essay is ready for publishing. And you can actually do that in many ways, like through digital or printed brochures, a concise and visually appealing format, then wherein you highlight the key points, solutions, and engaging graphics. And this is perfect or great for schools, community centers, and events. Or you can also publish it through digital or printed pamphlet. So these are actually more text-focused than a brochure, and these are ideal for educational settings and public distribution. It provides detailed problem-solving strategies. Then you can also publish it in posters. Like in posters, these are visually impactful with key problems and solutions. These are perfect for public spaces, classrooms, and events, and can feature infographics, statistics, and a call to action. And lastly, which is very common, that is social media posts. So social media posts are really a powerful way to reach a global audience. Then social media also summarizes key points with engaging visuals and hashtags, which encourages discussions and action on platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. So that's it. We have learned that revising enhances content and structure by refining ideas and ensuring clarity, while editing focuses on correcting grammar, punctuation, and spelling for a polished final piece. Both processes are essential in creating clear, accurate, and engaging writing. Revising strengthens the logical flow of ideas, and editing ensures technical correctness, making the essay more effective. Always take time to review and improve your work before publishing. If you found this discussion helpful, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Kitchen More for more writing tips. See you till next time. Bye!